Let's go back to Nyeri County. And is that county prepared to accommodate guests numbering almost half its population next month? In May, the world is coming to Nyeri County for the Beatification of Catholic nun Sister Irene Stefano, a first event of its kind in Africa. And just under 30 days to the event, the Catholic Church and the security agencies are racing against time to ensure the event is one that will make Kenya shine in the face of the world. As KTN's Carol Nderi now reports from Nyeri, the sainthood sister Irene Stefano is an affair close to the hearts of Nyeri people.
You might have heard about her already, or maybe not. Sister Irene Stefano Nyadha, whom the locals in Nyeri fondly call Irene, an alteration of her name Irene. She is the reason hundreds of thousands of people will be flocking to Nyeri between 22nd and 24th next month. Arriving from different countries across the globe, they will be in Kenya to witness an event that is the first of its kind in Africa, a beatification, a Catholic practice that is one of the hallmarks of sainthood. Sister Irene Stefano Nyadha arrived in Kenya in 1915 as a consolata missionary from Italy and lived among the people of Gikondi village in Mukorweni, Nyeri. It is here where she got the name Nyadha, derived from the Kikuyu word tha, to mean mercy or compassion. Her deeds are exalted, far and wide.
During the First World War, she was also involved in helping the soldiers at Asua who were injured.
95-year-old John Mbudia from Gikondi village is one of the few people still alive who interacted with Sister Irene. Frail he might seem because of his advanced age, but his memory of her is as clear as day.
How
the Italian sister taught them Latin still mesmerizes him. And the Latin songs she taught them as young, excited children. This is the house that she lived in at the Gikondi Catholic Church. Well, what remains of it? It is one of the attractions that the pilgrims will visit. Last week, the church excavated what remained of the house, and a tap that supplied her with water was discovered alongside this joint piece of wood 85 years later. She passed on in 1930, having lived in Kenya for 15 years. She contracted a disease from one of the sick people she would visit frequently.
And that's how also she became infected with the plague, and she died. So she was not afraid to go and serve him.
This is the cemetery where the Catholic sisters were laid to rest. And this particular grave belonged to Sister Irene Stefano Nyadha. And once Rome discovered that she had lived an almost saintly life in her 15 years while working in Kenya, the church instructed that her remains be exhumed from this grave and stored at the Madari Central Chapel to avoid further decomposition. Now, it is interesting that some of the belongings that she was buried with were found intact.
Her boots, what the Consolata missionary now refer as the boots of glory, were found intact. To us, that is a miracle, because you can imagine from 1930 to 1995, those are many years, and many things were found intact, like her rosary.
Though her belongings such as her boots and rosary are in Rome, her remains are kept here at the Madari Central Chapel under lock and key on the instructions of the Vatican. Key officials are involved in a series of meetings to ensure that there will be no hitches at the beatification ceremony. The 3-day event will be held at the Gikondi Catholic Church in Mukorweni and Dedan Kimathi University near Nyeri town. There will be a final procession from Madari Mission Complex to Nyeri town, where Sister Nyadha's remains will be taken to Our Lady of Consolata Catholic Cathedral.
We don't desire to go back to our country. Wherever we have grown, blossomed, we die.
While there's a general feeling that Nyeri might not be ready to host the over 300,000 people expected in terms of proper accommodation and security, the county commissioner insists that adequate measures will be put in place.
It will be
success, then it will mean that the whole county will have actually gained. If it fails, then you see the embarrassment will also come to us as a nation, because we are receiving guests from all over the world.
The construction of the road leading to Mukurweini is ongoing. The county government has appealed to the residents to bid for homestays in the event that the hotels will not be enough. Campsites will also be set up. Carol Derry, KTN, Nyeri County.